I was wondering what it was doing, and all of a sudden just clicked, and I'm like, what is it doing? Anyway, I was looking through my things to do a video about. I have so many notes. I was like, what should I do a video about? And then I'm like, what is this thing about? Do a thing about the light pole and garage. And I'm like, oh, my friends who are watching this, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Today is story time with Becca, and I'm gonna be talking about my car incidences. First, let me do a disclaimer about, I promise I'm not a bad driver. It's just I have bad moments when I'm driving. That happens a lot. But I'm not a bad driver. It's just, let's just go ahead and get into this. Let's start back in junior year. I think it was junior year. I know sometime in high school. I was driving, like, my mom, okay. I haven't started driving yet. Not yet whatsoever. I wanted to drive, but my mom's like, no, you know what? You're not old enough. And you have to get a permit. And you can't get a permit till you're 18 unless you do driver's ed. I don't know why I kept on saying driving ed. But, so I'm like, okay. So we waited for that point. But my mom said, okay, you know what, since you're so anxious, because I kept on saying, Mom, let me drive. Let me at least just back it up. Let me just at least back it up. So she's like, okay, yeah, I'll let you. We're going to back it up and into the driveway. Now my driveway goes downhill. Okay, it's not like a regular driveway, it goes downhill. And I got into driver's seat and I'm like so excited but so nervous. And I'm just like, okay. My mom gets into the passenger side and then she puts her foot right next to the brake, saying, just in case. And then she told me, all you're gonna do is you're gonna hold down the brake, put it in reverse, then you're just gonna let up, and then you're just gonna let it fall back. And then when I say stop, you're gonna hit the brake and stop. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm like so excited. I'm like, I wasn't really listening. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So, and I have my hat backwards and everything because I couldn't really see with my, you know, how my hair is. I can't really see with my hair in my face. So I had to pull back and, you know, I let it go. I let it start falling back. And my mom's like, okay, brake. And let me tell you something before the video continues. I hate it and have the worst reactions when someone yells at me. Because whatever I'm doing, I'm going to hit. Whatever I'm doing, I'm going to let go. Whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna freak out. You guys getting what I'm getting at? Yeah, I didn't hit the brake, but I'm pretty sure I tapped the gas. My mom says I didn't, but I'm 99% sure that my foot moved and I hit the gas. And at this point, we're going out into the street, and I started freaking out. And then she hit the brake, and we just stopped. And then she's like, we just sat there for a second, and then I realized I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, look, there was a car coming out of our cul-de-sac, like coming out from the other street, and they're just like, they went right back down there, even though that's a dead end. And I'm just like sat there, and I'm just like, and then she's like, just get out of the car, put it in park, and get out of the car. Okay, hi.
Okay.
And I got out, and then I kind of just looked back, and there was a light pole behind us. We came this close to hitting that light pole, and she got into the driver's side. She pulled it back into the driveway, and then that was the end of that incident. And I wasn't allowed to touch the car, but everyone in the neighborhood, all my friends, everyone at the church, they all knew the story. So now it's a little joke, and it's even annoying right now, saying, oh, don't let Becca drive, she's gonna run into things. Even though I didn't actually hit anything. Yeah, that's the third story. Second story. I was so paranoid after that. I didn't really want to drive on main roads because I kept on thinking like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna end up hitting something. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit someone. They're gonna come out right in front of me. I'm gonna not know exactly what to do, and I'm gonna just hit them. And I freaked out about that. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna only drive on side roads for right now until I get used to it. And I would go 5 miles per hour until I was comfortable doing the speed limit. So I was going around the corner, and I saw one of my friends. She was in one of my vlogs a while back. If I can find the clip, I'll put it right here. I'm vlogging right now. Not really vlogging, I just wanted to tell him what happened. I felt like doing it. Say hi, Darian. Seems weird to be doing that, huh? And she was with one of her friends. And I'm like, and I waved. And then my mom, she didn't say anything about what I did. I had my hand on the wheel. I had my foot near the brake at the time. And I was waving. As I turned around, I realized I was going too far. I was like basically on the other person's side of the street. So I turned, but end up when I was turning, my foot went from the brake to the gas. And when I meant to stop, I went. And I hit it. And then I felt it like jerk forward. I'm like, oh no. So I hit it and I stopped. And I just I looked in the review and I'm like, please don't let my friend have seen that. She did. I have messages of her asking me what was going on and why'd I did that, and she asked me quite a few questions at school. And I was like, I didn't mean to do that. I had my foot on the brake, and then I don't know how I went to the gas. And she's like, uh-huh. And I'm like, no, I'm being serious, I promise. But now there's something worse that she's done that I can hold it against her when driving, but I'm not gonna say her story. But anyway, so third story and final story. I've been driving for a really long time now, about a year or so. I still don't have my license. It's probably a good thing. And I kind of started driving on main roads, but not really. I drive sometimes on main roads, but I won't go to intersections or anything because I'm just too freaked out about that. Because there's been many incidences that my mom thought I wasn't going to stop, and she ended up yelling at me, and I just like, you know what, no, I'm done. But, so it's been about 3-4 months since I last drove. I said, hey mom, can I drive from Image to home? And she's like, yeah, sure. Do you want to take the main roads or the side roads? And I said, I want to take the side roads. And she says, okay, do you want to take the long way or a short way? And I said, the long way, because there's one curve that I'm not comfortable with, so I wanted to go the long way. And she's like, okay, yeah, sure. So everything went perfectly fine. We passed some kids, and this was recently, like a month ago, and I was going, and I'm like, okay. And then she says, okay. And I thought this, I'm like, I should just pull up right side of the house. But like, no, you know what? My mom wants me to drive into the driveway. And then she says, okay, don't go inside the garage. Go in the driveway. Okay. And then she's like, now don't hit your dad's truck. And I'm like, I won't. Because he parks kind of far out. And I went in, and she's like, okay. And let me tell you, I'm being completely honest, I blanked completely for about 3 seconds. That's all I needed was 3 seconds to mess everything up. I completely blanked. I was just staring. I don't know what went wrong in my mind. I wasn't thinking anything. You know how sometimes when you just stare at something and your mind goes completely blank? That's what happened. And then my mom supposedly said, like, stop, Becca, stop. Combined of 2 incidences. Combined of the first one and second one. My foot was on the brake. No joke. It was right there. My foot was hanging up. I'm like, okay. But then when I turned, something went wrong and my foot went over to the gas. I'm this far away from the garage door. This far away. Guess what I did? I hit the gas and I hit the garage door. Straight on. I hit it. And as soon as I heard it hit, I sat there frozen and not sure if I should start laughing, not sure if I should start crying, not sure if I should start apologizing. So I did the third thing. I just started apologizing like mad. And it's not funny then, but it is funny now. Because I hit the garage door and I hit the brake, and the car just like kind of moved a bit, and I'm just like, I looked at my mom and she was like, she looked at me, and I'm like, I knew it was the wrong time to start laughing because I would have been in 10 times more trouble. And I was like, I'm sorry mom, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to. I don't know what happened, it just, my foot was on the brake. I knew it was on the brake, but then I don't know why it was on the gas. I just don't know what happened. And then she's just like, it's okay, Becca. I can't say it with a straight face now. She's like, but back up. And I'm like, okay. And I put in reverse and I backed up about like that much. And she's like, Becca, you need to back up more so I can look at the garage door. I'm like, oh, okay. And she says, but don't hit your dad's truck in the process. I'm like, I know. And then I backed out just enough, and I'm like, I put it in park, got the key off, and I'm like, I just sat there for the longest time. I didn't know exactly what to do. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And she got out and looked, and I dent it in. It was in, and I'm just like, oh no. And then she looked at the car, and she's like, oh, okay. The car's fine. Just a little bit of scratch on the license plate. But the garage door was a different story. We looked at the garage door, and I'm like, I did not mean to do that. And I just started freaking out. And then she's like, it's okay. Go unlock the house. Because we were just going to go through the side. I'm like, okay. So I got out. I went through the side, and I opened the door, went inside, and I was just like, I almost started crying because I was like, oh no, what's going to happen? My dad already hates when we accidentally crash the car. What is he gonna do now that, I mean, I know it was on accident, but he's gonna think I did it on purpose. He's gonna kick me out of the house. And I just started crying. I got little tears, but then once my mom came inside, I'm like, how's the car, Mom? I immediately changed looks, and she's like, the car's fine. The garage door, you dented a bit. And then I'm like, okay. And then I start texting one of my friends, like, I am an idiot. And she's like, what happened? And I said, I crashed the car into the garage door. And she's like, oh, LOL. But how'd that happen? I'm like, I just... She's like, oh. And then later that day when I was making my mac and cheese, we were getting ready to go to prayer that night. And my hand started hurting. And I'm like, why is my hand hurting right here? But then I realized when I was turning into the garage, like garage door, into the garage door basically, I had my hand on the wheel, but I didn't exactly put the other one, because I have a habit, like I'm sure you guys all have this habit, is when you turn, you don't let it go. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to let it go and even itself out. You're supposed to, you know, have your hand on the entire time. Well, I just turned, so I was just about to put this hand up, put this hand up to put, you know, fix my hands, but I didn't get to that part when my mom told me to stop, and I hit the garage door, and I end up doing something to this hand. But so that night, my mom said, like, you're gonna have to tell your dad what you did. And I'm like, why don't you tell him? It's your car. She's like, you're the one who crashed it. And I'm like, okay. So then once I said, I don't think I can tell him without laughing. And she's like, you're gonna have to. Okay. So then I went to him and I'm like, hey Dad, he was at work. Perfect time to tell him, because when he's at work, he can't start yelling. So I just went, hey Dad. He's like, yeah. And he's like almost like a serious person. He jokes around a lot, but for some reason today he gets bad days at work, and I guess this was one of his bad days. And I'm like, hey Dad. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, I crashed the car. He's like, what? I said, I crashed the car into the garage door. He's like, what? And I said, I hit the gas and the car went boom. I didn't know exactly what to say, and he's like, did you hurt the car? And I'm like, no, the car's fine. The garage door's a bit dented in. He's like, okay. And then he said, but your mom told me this earlier. And I'm like, why'd you make me tell him, Mom? And she says, it's much better if you tell him. I'm like, but you already told him. And then she said, you probably shouldn't have told him like that. And I'm like, I know, but I didn't know exactly what else to say. I was just like, I hit the gas, the car go boom. I didn't know what else to say. So that was my experiences with driving. Anyway, I hope you guys liked it. Please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe, because I do make videos every Monday, and I do not forget anymore because I finally got into a habit of it. That's a good thing. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I have to stop rambling. I'm starting to get better at that. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day and stay awesome, people. Bye. Hey guys, hope you guys liked that video. Leave a like if you did. Make sure to comment down below what you guys think of the video. Make sure you guys punch that subscribe button, and make sure you guys do subscribe. Like, seriously, do subscribe. I mean, come on, why not? And also, why don't you check right next to my face? There's another video right there. I mean, there's a link. You guys should go check it out. I mean, why not? Just go do it. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you guys again sometime. I don't know. Just bye. Bye.